There is no fiction and there are no facts. Life gets to be as you want it to be. So here's how to rewrite the story of your life. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Juliet Cleary. I'm a manifestation coach. And if you're new here and you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe. For my free products or to work with me, all of that information is in the description box below for you. There is no fiction and there are no facts. You are the author of your life. You are the storyteller. You are the creator. You influence everything in your life experience. Everything you're imagining, everything you're visualizing. It's real. It's as real as the 3D reality. It's as real as what you are living around you right now and what you have lived. It is all real. But when you imagine something or visualize something or script something or think about something or daydream, and you say, well, that's just a fantasy, or that's not real, or it's just in my head, you're acknowledging it's not real. And because you get what you believe, it won't manifest into the physical reality that you're living right now. It won't manifest in its 3D form because you have said, this is not real. You are the creator. You give power to things. You give power to your thoughts. Right? A thought is not powerful alone. It's when you accept and believe in it that it becomes true for you in your reality, in your experience. It holds power because you gave it power. So what you're visualizing or imagining or scripting, it is as real as what you are living right here when you look around you. It is the same. It just exists on a different frequency. Okay, there is a part of you that is living it right now, and that is the reason why you can imagine it, why you can tap into it, why you can feel it, is because a part of you is living it right now. Okay, so in the quantum field, there are all different realities, there are all different potentials for us. So there is a reality where you have the relationship, there's a reality where you have the wealth, there's a reality where your body is healed or as you want it to be. There are all different realities simultaneously existing right now. And so your job is to choose one and accept that as your reality. And instead of thinking about it or imagining it and saying, well, it's not real yet, every time you do imagine it or think about it, acknowledge it is a reality. It is real because that is true. And anything that you believe will become your experience. Again, you are incredibly powerful. You're the creator, you're the influencer here. So give power to your dreams, give power to your desires, not to your fears, not to your limiting beliefs. When you're imagining, let go and allow yourself to be there, acknowledging that it is real. It's a reality that you're tapping into in the moment. It exists. There is no fiction, so it must be true, it must be real. And just because you're not on the frequency yet that you've allowed it into the 3D reality doesn't mean that it's not real, because it is, because all different potentials, all different realities exist in the quantum field right now. In any moment, you can select and choose which reality you are in, what frequency you are on. Now, here's where we trip up, is we're looking to our 3D reality as the only real and tangible thing and seeing it, as more important, right? So when people say, okay, well, how do I ignore my reality? You do not have to ignore your reality. You're not supposed to ignore your reality. You're supposed to accept it. You're supposed to allow it, knowing that it's temporary, knowing that where you're going is real, that what you're imagining is just as real, knowing that it is actually irrelevant to your goals, to where you're headed, your desires, your vision. Again, you are the one giving power to things. So if you give more power to your 3D reality, your current reality, and you say, well, this is more real and this is more important, this is more relevant, this is more important, then that's what it will be for you. That's where a lot of your attention will be. And it will be hard for you to focus on your vision, on your future, on whatever reality that you're wanting to call in, because you've made the current 3D reality more important than what's going on up here and in here. and it's not. Okay? As Abraham Hicks says, our current reality is a reflection of our past energy, our past vibration. So our thoughts, our feelings, and our actions, what we have been doing, what we have been practicing, who we have been, it has nothing to do with where we're going. It has nothing to do with who we're becoming right now in the moment. It has nothing to do with what's going to show up tomorrow in our lives or next week. So the best way to tackle this, reacting to our current circumstances is, yeah, you're going to have moments where you react. Who cares? We all do. Just don't practice it. Don't feed it. And don't give it so much importance. Acknowledge in the moment that it means nothing. And now you don't have to ignore it because it means nothing. It has no bearings on where you're going, on what's coming to you. It doesn't have to dictate how you feel because it is a reflection of the past of who you have been. And as you continue to change your energy and change your identity, that will peter out and it will give you a different reflection. It is a mirror. And acknowledge that when you are imagining and visualizing, thinking about your desire, scripting, whatever it is, that is real. That is more important. So yeah, you're going to have moments where you feel down or you're reacting to the current reality, but then you bring it back, reminding yourself to not put too much importance on that and to place more importance and more faith in your vision. And as you think about your desires or you visualize them, imagine them more and more, they become more familiar. It's easier to focus on them. It becomes hardwired in your brain, so it becomes more comfortable and easy for you to think about, more familiar. When we have actually shifted onto a new reality, when we have changed our energy, when we have maybe imagined our desire, we have visualized, or maybe we've just been upgrading our energy, we've been doing more things to raise our vibration, and we've changed timelines. We've attracted a new reality. It doesn't show up instantaneously. And so if you were to get discouraged by only focusing on the 3D right now, you would say, oh, well, this doesn't work. And you'll go back to being who you used to be. And so things will begin to, start to show up exactly as they have been. But what I want you to know is when you do change your energy, so say you imagine something, you have a great meditation or a great visualization, you come out of it, you're feeling amazing, and you've been doing this for a little while. Your current reality isn't going to change like that. Most likely, it's going to take a little bit of time. Now that could be a few days, or it could be a few weeks, right? Or it could be a few months. But you have to stick with it, because when you do change to another reality, when you do shift onto a new reality, what has happened is your reality right now, your 3D reality looks the same. Mostly it looks the same, but you're on a different timeline. You have a new destiny, right? So just imagine that there are all different paths right now from where you're currently standing. And say you've been doing all this, inner work and visualization or raising your vibration and being the best version of you, whatever it is for you. You've been meditating. So just say that you were headed down one path initially that was, there was a lot of negative things or a lot of the same kinds of things that you have been attracting, right? A reality where you kind of feel stuck. And just say with all this inner work you've been doing, you've shifted. So right now, everything looks the same, but you've shifted onto a new timeline where as you keep going, as you hold the faith and keep moving, keep going and stop reacting as much and giving so much importance to what's right here, happening right here, or yesterday, in the past, you're going to see that you are on a different timeline. You're headed toward a different destiny, toward a different outcome, but you have to keep going in the faith, the knowing that it's going to work out, that it is there, it is real. What you want is on the way, it is coming, it's a sure thing. You assume that it's done. And even though you can't see it right now, you know it's done because you've shifted onto the reality, the timeline where you've got a different outcome. And you just have to keep going to be able to see that difference, that different result, that different you, that different reflection in your current 3D reality, that different, it's going to reflect back to you something different because you changed and you kept up with that change. So if you can think about your 3D reality in this way and keep reminding yourself about it, you're going to find that you're reacting less to the things around you because they don't mean anything, and therefore you will stop attracting those unwanted things because you're not giving them your power anymore. You're not feeding them, and you're holding on to the vision. You're holding on to where you're headed, where you're going, how you're feeling good, raising your vibration, building that relationship with you. And if you keep doing that, you will get to the reality that you want to be on because it exists. All you have to do is choose it and line up with it, and then give less importance to the current circumstances you're living right now. Again, there is no fiction and there are no facts. If you're living something right now and you would call it, yeah, this is a fact, this is a truth, everything can be changed, okay? If you want something else to be true, you could just choose that reality. You could just choose that thing and it can become your truth. It can become your fact. So any fact you're living can be different because, again, you can choose any of the unlimited potentials in the quantum field, any of the unlimited other realities that you can choose because you're the creator. By doing what I've given you in this video, applying it to your life, you are rewriting the story of your life, which is going to change your life. Because you're no longer telling the story of how things have been and giving that importance, or how things are and giving that importance. You are now acknowledging that anything that you can imagine or feel is just as real as what you're living with your senses, your physical senses right now, and is more important, right? Because you're a creator. You're not here to regurgitate your reality, your current circumstances. You're here to create. So by giving less importance to the current circumstances, the 3D reality, you are telling a different story about your life. You're not telling the old story anymore. You're telling the new story. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this, let me know by commenting below and giving me a thumbs up and subscribing if you haven't already. To work with me or to get my freebies, that's in the description box below. All right, have a magical day and I'll see you on the next video.